I made a couple of videos in the past, and they were about finding a mentor and what to look for in a mentor, what kind of virtues to embody in order to be a good student. And what if I do not have a mentor? What if I do not have a teacher? What if I cannot learn from someone because I cannot afford the education? Or maybe I have some limitations in my life that led me to not have someone to teach me. What can I do in that situation? Well, there is a very good example of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, we all know this person, one of the greatest men who walked on this planet. He invented electricity. He's known for his gift of electric light bulb. Thomas Edison was 12 years old when he started supporting himself by selling newspapers in the train. And he was not just supporting himself, he was supporting his family as well. He interned at the age of 15 at a telegraph company. He had an immense passion and curiosity for physics and science. So he turned to books. He turned to books for inspiration and knowledge. He did not have a teacher. He did not have any formal education. He would go to public libraries for experimental researches in electricity by Michael Faraday. That became his favorite book. And what he did was he conducted experiments in his parents' basement until he found out the click. Awesome quotation is it's 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. I'm going to share 5 things with you that you can apply in your life in order to make or create an environment of constant learning. Okay, so the number 1 is reading. Such a cliched one. Everyone says read. But we don't want to do it because it's so boring. Alright, so read something that interests you. Read something. Let's say you don't have a reading habit. Okay, I have been there all my life. My parents told me to read, but I never wanted to because it just seemed so boring. Okay, but reading is a habit that is formed over time. It is beneficial. First of all, why should we read? Okay, well, the reason why we should read is because many of the successful people who cannot directly teach us have left their lifelong knowledge and wisdom in this book. That is their life. That is preserved in that book. Okay, so why can't we learn from them? There's all the reasons why we should and we must take advantage and consume that information in order to find our unique selves. Okay, every great man has made mistakes and have enjoyed successes in their lives, and every such men have seen, tasted failures multiple times and recorded all of it in their books. So that's why reading is necessary. There is no argument here. There is no reason why we should not. On a path to become the best we can be, we must devote our time in learning from the best. What we can do is, if we don't have a habit down, we can start reading 20 pages a day. Or let's say 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes night. That'd be awesome, because that's the best time. In the morning, you're having your little coffee, I like black coffee. Have my coffee, reading 30 minutes. Just set an alarm, and after that 30 minutes goes off, you stop reading. And that's how you can start creating a habit. And then you would be unstoppable once you have the habit down. Okay? What kind of books you should be reading? Okay. There's many books out there. There is many biographies, autobiographies that you can read. Depending upon what area of interest gets you. If you are into working out, muscle building, and business, then Total Recall by Arnold Schwarzenegger would be a great one. If you are at a point in your life where you really want peace, then Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now and A New Earth would be a really good book. There's books by Dalai Lama that you can read as well. Nelson Mandela's A Long Walk to Freedom is a great one. If you're trying to work on your subconscious mind, then read James Allen's As a Man Thinketh. Read Flow by... I got distracted there. There's a car passing by. So I should be in a flow state right now. Okay, read Flow. There's a book called Flow, and the name of the author is really complicated, so I cannot pronounce it. Look it up on Google. Read Focus by Danielle Goleman. Read Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. These are some examples of books that I'm giving here that you can read to see the whole life from different perspective. An average American is spending 4 hours of his day watching television. Television is low quality content, I'll be honest. Television provides dumbed down humor, and it is meant for the consumption of masses. It's not gonna help you at all, okay? There's a lot of commercials that primarily targets on the consumerism mentality. When you're watching television, you're watching advertisements of products that'll fix you. They'll fix you like that. Just $9.99 on your credit card and it'll fix you. You wanna lose weight? Spend money right now and we'll fix you. If you wanna create a great lifestyle, spend money right now and we'll fix you. So they're all stimulation based products that appear on television. Not all, but most of them. Not all, but most of them. Okay? Great things come with patience and persistence. It takes time to develop. Thomas Edison, we were talking about Thomas Edison. It took him 10 years of learning and understanding physics to a point where he became an inventor. So do not judge yourself when you're on a path of self-learning. You have become your own parent now. You take responsibility of your own actions. You know that you want to create an environment for yourself, and you're doing it. Congratulations. Next thing that you can do in order to create yourself an environment in which you're constantly learning is listening. Do you drive a lot to your workplace? Do you drive back and forth to drop off your kids, or to your college or university, or to your friend's place? Or do you deliver pizzas for a living? Do you walk a lot for your health benefits, or just walk to grocery store? Or do you spend a lot of time cleaning? If you're doing all of those things, you must develop a habit of listening good content. What kind of stuff you should listen to? There's great audiobooks out there that you can always have in your iPhone or iPod. The phone has the memory. All you have to do is download the books and listen to quality content. Now, when you're cleaning and stuff and you're at home, that time is going to be used anyway, right? You're using that time to clean your room. You're using that time to get things done. In that same time, what you could be doing is have your earphones on and leverage your time by listening to wise people talk. Their books are out there for your consumption. Again, listen to quality stuff. Okay? What else can we do? Social media is a big one. Okay? We're constantly on Facebook and Instagram and texting, blogging, all of those sites. We're constantly on it. And now we're on it anyway. So why not like the pages of people who inspire us? Okay? So every time we pull out our phone and we have our Instagram, we pull out information that we want to see again and again. Positive quotations. I love this guy. His name is Rolf Smart. His channel is called Infinite Waters. He shares amazing information. And every time I look at my Instagram, I see positive quotations from him. And I look at it and I'm inspired. Such people bring you up. So like such people on Instagram and Facebook so that you're constantly exposed to good quality information. Another good thing is try quitting Facebook for a couple of months. See how it affects you. Sometimes certain things become addiction. It's been 9 months that I've used Facebook now, and it was really hard for me to quit Facebook. It was like stopping to drink coffee. Like, I have a habit of drinking coffee every morning, and when I quit Facebook, I would reach out from my phone and click on the F button and see that it's disabled. It was really hard. It strengthened me in a long term to not be addicted by this thing. So try quitting it. Do a 7-day thing. 7 days don't use Facebook and see how it affects you. Do you go crazy? Do you go crazy without it? Well, if you do, then you're dependent upon it. But if you can't quit it, then it's okay. Just keep the people on your social media who bring you up and not bring you down. Stop comparing your own life with other people's life. Because if you look out for happiness, it's only going to give you reasons to not be happy. Happiness is within. Self-love is the answer. Which brings us to the next point, which is involve yourself in flow state activities. Now, what are flow state activities? Well, there are activities out there. There are activities that bring you into the present moment. Meditation is definitely a straightforward one. When you're meditating, the whole point is to just come to the present moment. But there are things that's suitable for you, and everyone has their thing. And you have to find it for yourself that brings you to the flow state. Okay, if you like biking, go for a long biking ride. If you like running, run. If you like to fish, go fishing. If you like to do MMA, martial arts, do that. It brings you to the flow state. Are you into acting? Do some improvisational humor. That'll bring you to flow state, and it'll improve your acting skills. Do you like music? Okay, improvise with your guitar. Just sit for an hour and just strum along, and don't judge yourself. Just come up with something creative and just keep flowing with it. Bring yourself to a point where you stop thinking about playing your instrument. And if it's not your instrument, if it's your body, if you're working out at the gym and you're doing an exercise, lose yourself in it. So you are growing because you're constantly challenging yourself, but at the same time you're in the process. Just like right now I'm speaking to the camera. I don't know what I'm gonna say next, but I'm in the process of speaking. So it's just coming naturally through me. It's just coming. I don't know what's gonna be next, but I'm talking about flow state activities right now. So anything can be a flow state activity. I used to make burritos for a living, and it became a flow state activity to me because I chose to find happiness in it. If you're complaining about your job, then either quit it or choose to find happiness in it. If you're making a burrito for a living or a Subway sandwich for a living, enjoy the task of doing it. It's a flow state activity in itself, putting the rice in, beans in, chicken, and I used to have fun, like play around with it, with the grill and everything. So that can be a great pointer to create an environment for yourself where you are constantly learning and keeping yourself happy at the same time. Your emotional state is always up there. Your high frequency all the time in whichever thing you do. So whenever you meet people, you bring them up too. Whenever you meet people, you charge up their batteries. You're always that guy who brings in laughter in the room. You're always that person who rubs his energy off of other people and bring their states up. But that comes after. First step is to create your own environment, and this brings us to the next point, which is people. Okay, people are very important. We must know and understand what kind of people we want to surround ourselves with. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that you go out there and start begging for people to become your friends. That is completely opposite of that. You can choose to be with someone or not. And it starts with choosing who you don't want to be with. It's funny, right? Yes, it could be really harsh, because you'd come to a point where you'd have to really assess that the people you're hanging out with for a long time, are they really serving you in becoming the best you can be, the best you want to be, or are they detrimental to your success? Do they always bring you down? Sometimes our friends and family bring us down, and they are not doing it to bring us down. They're doing it because they don't know any better. That kind of mentality worked for them, for their coping. So they want to teach you that without knowing that they're teaching you that. Try to understand this. Person A found out that fear was the answer. He feared becoming stronger. So he settled with fear and mediocrity. And so he understands the premise of being a mediocre. And if you're hanging out with this person, he's gonna encourage mediocrity. He's gonna speak highly of mediocrity, not knowing that he is not helping you. So you're not offending anyone. You're not offending anyone if you choose to not be in their company. You just simply decide for yourself to lead your own life. You've taken full responsibility and leadership of your life, and you are the leader. And when you become a leader, you're alone first, and slowly people start gravitating towards you. the people who need to be in your life, not any person. It happens when you start inspiring people. It happens when your reality is so strong that people are just magnetized into it. They see that authentic you in your eyes whenever they see you. They see that the fire, that hunger for that craving for achieving more, and they want to join the party. You're not even yourself anymore. You're something greater than yourself, which is you. Which is you, which is true you. But it's just that the old weak you has completely died now. Strong you has emerged. That's the kind of vision that I have for you. And you and I are on this journey together. Okay? So what are the 5 things that you can do to create your environment? One more time. Reading, listening, flow state activities, social media, and people. Reading, listening, flow state activities, social media, and people. Choose wisely who you want to hang out with. And if they're not supporting you in any way, shape, or form, that's the right time to exit. Because you care for them. You want to bring them gifts of joy and happiness. And you can only bring those gifts when you take the path first. They gave up long ago. They gave up long ago. Okay? But you did not. That's why you're listening to this. Okay? I hope this resonates with you. And if it does, then show your support. Take care. It was awesome hanging out with you. Alright? Have fun. Enjoy your journey. Peace.